This past Sunday, I made a special announcement that I want to get to the entire parish, as well as to explain it more. The announcement is regarding the fact that a substantial amount of money has been gifted to the parish for the purpose of helping our parish respond to the challenges that we face. It's the reality. Fewer people in our world seem to be coming to know God, at least in our area, and parishes are shrinking. Yet we want our parish, Holy Spirit, to flourish. The funds will be used then to support people that can help us in this very task and to carry out this purpose to face these challenges. But my guess is you have questions, and I want to answer them and give further details. So let's then go into several of these different questions, just asking the what, who, when, where, and all those questions that will come about. So let's start with how. How did this all come about? Well, elements of this new endeavor have been stirring in my heart for a long time, and in the hearts of other parishioners as well. Ultimately, it is becoming a reality because of 10 very generous donors who have donated a little over $200,000 to help our parish retain members and to grow. Why? We have a beautiful parish, and we want to preserve it. Our numbers, like other parishes, are dropping. And to really be sustainable, this has to change. And so there's a desire then to invest in our parish. We're used to investing in our buildings, and we certainly even here, have a building that is aging and that has lots of needs. But what good are buildings if no one fills them? In a sense, we need to look also at investing in human capital, investing in people capable of changing hearts. That's what this is about. So who? Well, I already mentioned the donors, but who would be these people that would change hearts? I would see people who are experienced in bringing people to come to know Christ. I will be looking for people who have had success in this field, perhaps some on college campuses and in other areas, and now desire and feel called by God to do this in our parish. As I mentioned in my homily, they're called to be missionaries and not mercenaries, ultimately to help us as a parish shift to a growth mindset, totally dedicated to connecting with parishioners and growing as a parish. That's what their work would be. They would work parallel to staff, but solely on this sense of evangelizing and connecting and engaging in parishioners, a work that is so needed and a work that I think will definitely inspire us. So what? What would they actually do? What would be a typical day, for instance, in the life of a missionary couple? Well, spouses or the whole family might begin with prayer. Every day actually at our parish we have morning prayer and adoration. They may do that or come to morning mass as a way to start out the day. But as the morning would go along, they might answer emails, organize a certain Bible study or evangelization event. Maybe they'd have lunch with a parishioner, forming a relationship, inviting them to be more engaged at the parish. The afternoon might be making phone calls to parishioners just to check in, telling them that we love them and we're paying attention to them. Maybe it's having coffee and talking a little bit about Jesus. The evenings might consist in hosting some couples over for dinner, maybe having a small Bible study or preparing a young couple for baptism. Ultimately, the missionary family would be working together as a team to advance the gospel really as a way of life. So where? Well, right here at Holy Spirit Parish, of course. But I think a deeper response might be better. It used to be where people would just come to the church for Mass, for Bible studies, to the office. Now the where is much more of us going to them. It's an encountering people where they're at in their lives, whether it's through a phone call, stopping by their house, inviting them to coffee, but it's really reaching out to them. And so that where is really in people's homes, on the street, where people are, because they're just not just coming anymore. Well, what about the when? When would this all begin? I'm thinking likely this summer or early fall would be a time where these missionary couples would come here. But God is the one who calls, and it'll probably be in His time frame as to what happens. So I invite you to please pray for this endeavor. Pray for our parish. This will begin, I think, a very special phase in the life of our parish. The goal is not to change the parish, but rather to preserve the beautiful parish that we have and allow her to flourish in beautiful ways for our children and our grandchildren. So thank you for your prayers and for entering in with me in this great, beautiful new chapter in the life of our parish. God bless you.